Welcome to Suladan Plays Ballad of the Bobbit Worm. I don't know, but when you come across a game titled Ballad of the Bobbit Worm, you're kind of left with questions. Ballad of the Bobbit Worm is an interactive music video where you venture to the bottom of the ocean and unleash your inner monster. And yes, I'm aware of what a bobbit worm is, but again, Ballad of the Bobbit Worm. Ah! Why did I take damage? I don't know. We're going though. I fall a little. Okay. Gravity is... In the wise words of the tick, gravity is a harsh mistress. Okay, we is on left and right, but left and right takes up. I'm not the biggest fan of the control, but we'll get used to it. Can we not be in this section? I want the next level. 25 seconds of this. I think I'm getting the hang of it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. False alarm. Although it says this was made for Pixel Game Jam 2024. I think I neglected to mention that. 1, 0, can I... Click. What are you, Wario game? Wario mini micro game? You know what I mean, WarioWare. What be this? Don't get caught. Okay. I'm confused. Ow, will you stop? Boy, y'all are restless. And mostly harmless. Why are you telling me directions that are... If it sends me back to the start because I pressed one button wrong, are you kidding me? I am concerned with my life choices. Again, Ballad of the Bobbit Worm, though. Go again. I know it's a short game, and I'm not trying to be too hard on it. I'm just not the most fond of, oh, you hit one button wrong? Game over. Now, not this part, the part that I died on a minute ago. And you actually get score for every... Is this one of those games where you want less score or more score? More score, and how many years ago? Because, I mean, otherwise you could just... I don't like it when you keep changing sides on me. Pick a side. I'm so low on health that I don't want to get my hopes up. But I want to try because I don't want to give a... so many confusing things happening. I don't do very well with the sudden direction change. Primarily because of the way that your control is like a... I guess I need to think of it more like a jump. Well, that actually seems to be working splendidly if I think of it like a jump. Because then it's just jump. It's just infinite double jump. This makes so much more sense than me thinking of it like swimming. You ever just have one of those moments where something just clicks? And yeah, I still took some damage. I'm not perfect at it, but I'm doing a lot better. Because now I'm thinking of it more like a jump. Look at that. This part appears to just be water spewing out of a pipe that's closed. I'm guessing it's... I'm just gonna guess it's mutagens coming out of a lab somewhere, given that we saw the character become a bobbit worm. Or start to become a bobbit worm. Just swimming amongst the monsters. See, I like that the other sections have a health bar, and that the other one that I lost on was... You hit one wrong button. You fool, you die. I'm going to die here. It's going to make me so sad. 1 second left. Why were y'all so friendly the first time? Dumb luck. Beginner's luck is such a weird thing. I think that's the worst, or not worst, let me find a better word. That's the hardest part when it comes to games like, well, any kind of difficult game which involves you having to backtrack or redo stuff. Like, not saying these are the same thing, but Dark Souls and Rain World, for both having the, oh, you died, you're gonna be sent back a while. It's really frustrating when it's like there's a series of things that I need to do to get back to where I was, and then I spend the next 2 hours unable to get back to where I was because it's like the first time the stars were aligned and everything went so great, and I wasn't aware of how bad it could all go. And then suddenly when you're in a hurry and trying to just get back to where you were, everything goes wrong every time. And it's just like, why? Don't get me wrong, I love the Dark Souls games, and I've played more Rain World than is probably healthy. But that is a shared aspect in certain games where it's like the sensation of just trying to get back to where you were so that you can begin making progress again, because you don't like mentally consider it progress just getting back to where you were. You want to get to the actual progress, not get back to where you were. Oh, don't hit the wrong button. Terrible things happen if you hit the wrong button. You have to listen to me ramble if I hit the wrong button. Here they are. What am I? That is not food. Why'd everything slow down there? Why it shake? Why music? Why did I take damage? I don't know what's happening. I assume it's the military trying to come after me for my Bobbity secrets. And now they're singing, and I'm low on health, and I'm gonna be so disappointed when I die to this again. I don't want to start over again. Don't do this to me. Ay, Grandachai. Why? I just want to make progress. The further you get, the further you lose, and the more it frustrates. At least this part is nowhere near as hard as it was. The second part is, I mean, challenge-wise non-existent. The third part is kind of RNG on just how tightly they chase you. The fourth part is patience. The fifth part is going to be the challenge for the moment. Yeah, no, once you start looking at this like jumping, boy, this part gets easy. Couldn't I just sit here and not hit the button? Or is there some minimum number of times I've got to hit for the pipe to explode, otherwise the whole chain of events is broken? See, the first time I just lived in the middle. Pretty much never had to move until like near the end. Kind of like this. Let's live here now, I guess. Nope, he's coming. I do like there's a very slow, subtle fade to black happening, or it's just darkening as you, in those last few seconds. Sometimes you spend more time so much time trying to rotate from a threat that you can't get away from the threat. Those always come from the top, and there's only one on screen at a time. So just go move as soon as that one explodes, so the next one's locked onto your previous position. Yep. Yep. Stay generally turned towards the furthest direction you can swim. Down, down. Attack this ship. Hi, ships. Oh, I can move. The Bobbit Worm is after yous. Giant Bobbit Worm. I'm confused, but this was the Ballad of the Bobbit Worm. Cool concept. I do feel slightly, almost like, it gave me WarioWare vibes just because each one was so different, but there was a coherent undercurrent, kind of, they weren't purely random. Seems like person jumped into ocean, swam down, I'm guessing pipe of mutagen, swam amongst the things, became the giant thing, sank the ships. And, yeah, I don't know. Fascinating, though. Always fun to see Bobbit Worm stuff. Bobbit Worm stuff that's not, like, gruesome and horrifying, because there is some weird stuff out there. Cool game. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next game.